Welcome to She Who Heals, the clan mother of the 8th moon cycle in the 13 original clan mothers by Jamie Sams. Falling in the month of August and the color blue, this clan mother is the keeper of all rites of passage, birth, death, all initiations as we age, and she allows us to heal in whatever way we need to heal. And I love that we've been doing this book for so long now in Forbes, since 2014, every second year, because it just gives us lots and lots of different tools and modalities. And then in any moment of any day, when we just feel like we need a little bit of healing, we can just reach for the most appropriate tool. And She Who Heals, she's a beautiful messenger of what it is to bring a baby into the world, in as far as when she's assisting a woman to birth, the Orinda of the unborn child, the spirit of the unborn child, appears to her in the cave, and she begins to sing, and she connects with this voice of the baby that she's bringing forward. And the same when she is assisting people when they are transitioning into the spirit world, again, she sings them home. And it's a really beautiful chapter all about knowing when to fight and knowing when to let go, and celebration of different events in our lives that are milestones, and all the different stages of being human. And she learned all that on her earth walk, and now she guides us from the spirit realm as we have moments in every day where we feel we need a bit of healing, or we feel like the world needs a bit of healing, or our community needs a bit of healing, or just our heart. So it's an invitation to be really tender with whatever's coming up. And we went through Love's All Things last month, and it's about, can we even love parts of ourselves that we still feel need a little bit of healing? And also looking at how we call on our community to assist us to heal. Who are our ride or dies that we call when we're just feeling really ouchy and tender, like I said? Who do we call that allows us to be heard and doesn't tell us what to do? Back to storyteller. Rather than pointing the finger at us, they may share a story with us of a time in their life when they healed. And then we can use that as a guide or inspiration, or we can say, oh, that's not for us in this moment. So healing is a beautiful opportunity to look at perhaps ways we've behaved that it's conditioned and patterned, and something that we've believed just from society, and we can start to think, wow, it doesn't feel good to me, that story anymore. I want to birth a new story. And when we're birthing a new story, it's this beautiful idea of, in any moment, we're in the womb and the tomb, because often a part of us is dying while a new part of us is emerging. So we're allowing perhaps grief for what we thought our life might be, as we allow what is our life is to emerge. And we don't know what that will look like or feel like or sound like. All we have to do is trust that what we are not comfortable with, what we don't want to bring into the future, if we want to allow that to die, we have to really grieve it and let it go. And then we heal by going into the chrysalis of the butterfly, going into the gunk and the unknown and the goop, and just sitting with the feelings of perhaps grief, feelings of not knowing, and then allowing ourselves to birth or emerge into this evolved way of being in the world, where we feel like we're healed a bit because our life, we're not projecting and seeing a world that's the result of our inner turmoil. We're healed a bit, so we start to feel a little bit more peace, a little bit more joy, a little bit more forgiveness, a little bit more harmony, continuity, congruence. So it's a inside job, but like I said, it's nice if we can call on support from our friends, from community, perhaps join a women's circle or a writing group where you can really allow feelings to be processed and felt. And healing is really possible when we stop and enter the silence. Remember, listening woman, where we go into the silence and we listen to our own inner voice, where we're not dulling our feelings or numbing ourselves or avoiding the feelings that sometimes can feel a little bit ouchy when we realize we're not living in a congruent way. But we don't ignore it. We don't push it down with shopping or alcohol or sex or any of the things people sometimes use to avoid feeling the feels. So the month of She Who Heals it doesn't come this late in the year for no reason. It comes this late in the year because we've already developed and established so many tools to assist us to heal. So in this month, we call on those. We call on all that we've learnt up until this now moment, and we allow ourselves to feel what we need to feel in order to heal. Have a great month. Thank you for listening.